All right. Hey guys, welcome to the first Cookie Bastards live stream. Live stream dead fish because I'm going to make Gravlax. I'm going to prep Gravlax. Sorry about the last minute scheduling. I wanted to use the fish. I wanted to do this a couple of days ago and I didn't have the time, and today suddenly I had the time, so I'm going to go ahead and make it. Not only am I in the crap kitchen, I've got the crap webcam. So if this looks bad and sounds bad, that's why. We'll see how this goes. If it seems like a good idea, maybe I'll invest in something better. But I assume nobody's going to watch this anyway, so it probably won't matter. Oh, you know what I forgot? I forgot to get my my Akavit. Hang on a second. Hang on a sec, guys. Still streaming. Still streaming. Oh, yes. Okay. That's what we needed, was the Akavit. So, Gravlax, also known as grave fish, because apparently in Sweden back in the old days, they would bury their salmon, and after it got good and rotten, they dug it up and ate it. This is what you do when you're desperate. Hey, who's the first person to eat cheese, right, or drink beer? So, start with a nice piece of salmon. This is kind of for demo purposes. If you're going to really like make a presentation quality Gravlax, you want to get a whole side of salmon, ideally wild caught. Tastes a lot better. It won't be quite as meaty. This one's farm raised. But yeah, this will do for now. I'm not picky. The cure, because we're going to cure it. Somebody's watching. Hi, somebody. Here's the cure. It is a combination of 50-50 light brown sugar, kosher salt, coarse kosher salt, and then I've got some white pepper, coarse cracked white pepper in there. I don't really know how much. I just kind of eyeball it, but I'll try to figure it out and put something up for everybody later. So, dump that in a bowl. And then dill. Awesome. Love dill. This is like a bunch. Pretty coarsely chopped. You don't want to make it too fine. Just kind of mix it in with everything there. All right. So that's basically our cure. And then all you got to do, and I think curing kind of freaks people out because you never cook it, and if you've grown up being afraid of raw stuff, it's a little freaky, but I've been eating this my whole life and I haven't yet gotten sick, even on my own stuff. So we just take our salmon. I need a plate. I didn't plan this out very well. I'm going to put down a nice bed. Actually, I really didn't plan this out very well. I would put down plastic first. And you'll see why in a little bit. Put down your bed of dill and salt and sugar and pepper. All right. Pretty thin. Skin side on there. And again, if you're going to do this, if you're going to be showing this to people, people who are going to judge you, if you're going to be showing this to people, like you take a whole big side of salmon and then you want to put salmon to salmon when you wrap it up. But you can also do it this way if you just need a little bit. So we take our cure mix and just rub it in and pack the salmon in there. And all of this stuff, the sugar and the salt, is all going to dissolve over the next few days. So you really want to be pretty generous with it at this point. All right. Scrape it all out of here. So now we have a little lump of salmon with cure on it. Stand by. Also, it helps to keep a damn bar towel around while you're doing this. Now, the salmon gets a drink. My hands are too slimy. Chef gets a drink first. Oh. Akavit, if you don't know, is kind of a Swedish vodka, and it's flavored with caraway seeds, which, if you're not used to it, is a little weird. It's like drinking rye bread. If you're used to it, it's a delightful thing. But might be an acquired taste. They make flavored aquavits now, but so just sprinkle some aquavit over this, and that'll, number one, it's kind of a cure, and number two, it's going to get all that stuff wet and start to dissolve it. Not too much. It's not a real pronounced flavor in the finished Gravlax, more of a hint. And then wrap it up tightly. And again, if you have 2 pieces of salmon, you put meat to meat and the skin on the outside. But for this one, we're just going to do the cure on there. Oh, actually, sorry, I forgot. I'm going to put one last layer of slightly coarser chopped dill. This is sort of the presentation layer. I don't worry too much about stems. And when you unwrap it, that's going to be the first thing people see, and then you'll scrape it off. But the dill closest to the salmon is going to get kind of funky. This one will stay looking a little bit good. So just wrap it tightly. Another piece. You want to really press that cure into the salmon. Try to keep it in there without bending your salmon around and distorting it. There, that'll do it. Now, put it in some kind of container, which if I'd been planning this, I would have available to me right now. But something like a baking pan or something with high sides. Put it in there, put a weight on it. I usually use a brick or a can of food or something. And keep it in the fridge 3 to 5 days. There's going to be this brown liquid that oozes out over that time. Totally normal. And you want that to happen. That's all the moisture, the salt drawing the moisture out. It's the cure. It's basically a brine. 2 schools of thought on that. Some people unwrap it and baste it. I tend to just pour it off. But don't get freaked out when it starts leaching brown stuff. It's really okay. And then 3 to 5 days, pull it out, unwrap it. You want to eat it pretty quickly, but that shouldn't be a problem because this is absolutely delicious. So that's it, man. That's the live stream. Relatively painless. Hopefully everything worked okay. And I don't see any questions. So I'm going to pull the plug on this thing and put us all out of our misery, okay? All right, thanks, guys. See you next time.